You're right, guys, and welcome to the Red Blood Brothers. My name is TJ.
My name is Mo.
Bro, can we start again, man? Focus. You're right, guys, and welcome to the Red Blood Brothers. My name is TJ.
My name is Mo.
And this is our first video, our debut. We are the Red Blood Brothers, and we are actually brothers, by the way. You probably can guess that from the beards. We look like each other, as people say. And this is a channel where we talk Liverpool football. So if you're a Liverpool fan and this video somehow reaches you, if the YouTube algorithm favors us, please make sure you like, subscribe, comment if you disagree with us, because at the end of the day, we're emotional fans. We might say some wild takes around football and our team. So do make sure you spark up the debate in the comments. And yeah, it's the first video and it is the international break. And bloody hell, I can't stand the international break, man.
It just kills the whole week. Like, guys, I'm sure we could all relate. You know, we work from Monday to Friday. If you haven't got anything planned on the weekend, you're 100% looking forward to Premier League
Which
action.
is most of the time.
So you're looking forward to Premier League action, and then Saturday, Sunday comes, and you're just like, you're checking live score, and then there's just like random teams that you've never heard of, or international teams. And it's just absolutely terrible.
Random teams, you mean random countries? The plus side is that we saw Trent Alexander-Arnold pull in an absolutely stunning performance for England.
Masterclass.
An absolute masterclass. And there was an article, which I saw on X, or Twitter, don't know what you call it nowadays, and they were saying that Trent Alexander-Arnold's defensive capabilities are still questionable. Now, this is the thing I don't understand. I think there's this sort of agenda about Trent and that he is an absolutely terrible defender, when I do not think that is the case at all.
Couldn't agree more.
It's not the case. Yeah, he can improve defensively, absolutely, 100%. He does need to improve defensively, and he even admits that. But the way they speak about it and the way they go on about it, as if it's like he has absolutely no clue when it comes to defending. We need to remind people, Trent Alexander-Arnold was the main right back in Klopp 1.0. We're now in Klopp 2.0.
Yeah.
2.0, Klopp 2.0. We're absolutely here for it.
100%. Just so excited to see, you know, the rebuild project and to see what the future holds for us as a club.
Exactly,
It's so
but bringing
bright.
it back to Trent, in Klopp 1.0, he won every single major honour
Yeah. He's got 50
whilst
assists.
being the main right back
Yeah.
for the Liverpool team.
It's true.
And we had one of the best defensive records in those seasons. So how is he abysmal at defending?
He's not. The thing is, like, what I think it is with Trent, he is absolutely, I think, the best right back in the world when it comes to creativity, when it comes to bombing forward, when it comes to just pulling off absolutely incredible, distribution. But I think there is an agenda. I think people, they over exaggerate it 100%. But if we're going to be objective, I think there is some defensive deficiencies within Trent's game. Because, bro,
And we admit that.
if you think about it, like, every single time we come up against a big team with a dangerous winger on the right, they just play down that side, man. Like, even now, recently against Brighton, even though Matoma, like, he didn't have the best of games, all of their joy was coming from Trent's side.
Yeah. No, but you know what? I disagree. I think Trent really held it down on that side and had Matoma, under control. And it was actually when Trent got substituted and Joe Gomez came on, who's on great form, by the way.
Yeah.
We started, being exposed down that side, and we eventually conceded a goal. So he was actually doing a good job against Brighton. And again, the agenda against Trent Alexander-Arnold, from fans and from pundits alike,
Yeah.
I think they're really overreacting on his defensive side. They're overreacting about the issue. It's not as bad as it is. Yeah. I think what happened with Trent is the way we used to play as a football team with Jurgen Klopp. He had much more protection. There was much more structure.
Yeah. But do you not think that the reason why he was so good was because the way the team was set up, taking into consideration we had a midfield that was absolutely solid, contributed to his defensive, deficiencies not being exposed. The thing is, like, look, I love Trent is an absolute beast, and if you take him out of this team, bro, we're basically. I think we're screwed.
Trent Alexander the Great.
100%.
Alexander the Great.
He's incredible because at the end of the day, I've never seen a right back pull some of the things off that he does on a regular basis. Bro, he's got 50 assists, 50 Premier League assists for a right back.
Crazy, absolutely crazy. Yeah, those numbers are.
But he can improve defensively. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I'm just saying that the issue is exacerbated, right? It's too focused on, and I think like he gets put under pressure by the football community, whatever you want to call it, unnecessarily. And in Klopp 1.0, what used to happen is the fullbacks used to bomb up. That's why they got so many assists. Alexander the Great and Braveheart, Robertson on the other side. And our two midfielders, Henderson and Wijnaldum, used to cover the spaces.
Yeah.
And Fabinho used to be right in the middle.
Exactly.
And that was something that worked really, really well for us. So I think what's happening now is we're transitioning from that type of team to a team that keeps more possession, maybe, creates more from midfield, has more of an effect from midfield, whether it be assists or goals. And you could see it through additions like McAllister and Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, which brings us nicely on to Liverpool so far this season, which is what this video is about.
No, but do you not think like moving him into that midfield permanently and getting I'm not going to say solid right back, a defensive-minded right back would improve us massively?
No.
You don't think so?
No, because the reason why Trent has been so good is because he's been in that right back position.
It's true.
The reason people say Trent's generational is because there has never been a right back that could play like a midfielder from that position. Yeah. And that's where he's most effective.
I agree.
If you bring him into midfield permanently, I think you're going to nullify him.
I think so as well.
He won't have that same effect as he does when he's playing right back.
Yeah.
And that's what's so unique about him. Keep the uniqueness. Keep it.
To summarise, he's a legend and he's one of the greatest right backs in Premier League history.
Yeah, can't disagree with that. Anyways, moving on. Liverpool so far this season. We spoke about the transition in our style of play.
Yeah.
Last season was an absolute shipwreck. It was a car crash. And we took out 6-7 players. We gutted that midfield. It's a completely new midfield. I'm not going to say new team because there are still the spine is still there, right? You have Alisson, Van Dijk, you have Salah up top, but it is looking like a new Liverpool, and especially in midfield. What do you make of it so far, man?
Bro, I think I think we're going in the right direction, that's for sure. I'm so happy that we gutted out that midfield. We got rid of basically players that were ineffective. As much as I loved Henderson, because Henderson, he's a bit of a controversial guy for that statement he released, the interview that came out a couple of weeks ago. It's a joke, isn't it? Terrible. But yeah, back on the point.
What statement? Sorry, I was looking somewhere else. What were you saying?
You see the interview that came out, him basically saying he got forced out by Liverpool. That's absolutely classless by Henderson. And
listen, man, he's gone now. Let him do his thing.
Yeah, but in terms of
thank you for the years, thank you for the service.
Back to the point.
Back to the point.
I think we're going in the right direction for sure. We're definitely on an upwards trajectory. I'm so happy with the players we recruited in midfield, man. Like in terms of McAllister and Szoboszlai, they've just come in, and you usually when new players come in, like they need time to settle in, to adjust to the Premier League. In Szoboszlai's case,
arguably Endo's going through that process.
Exactly, and Mudryk. but yeah, like I'm happy so far, but I still feel like certain areas need to be addressed, bro. Like for me, like if we look at Klopp 1.0, one of the most instrumental players in that team, without a doubt, was Fabinho.
Yeah.
As much as Alisson and
when he came in, we started winning.
100%.
We won the Champions League, we won the Premier League.
100%. And right now, what we're seeing is, despite we're winning games, sometimes we do get overrun in midfield because McAllister's not a natural number 6, bro. As much as I love him, he's not built for that position.
No, he's not. He's
not built for that position. And Endo, let's be honest, like I know he's a hard worker, good character, good spirit, but he's nothing more than a squad player. You can't start him in big games. You need someone like Rodri.
Maybe, but if you look at Endo and what he look at that game against Leicester in the Carabao Cup when Szoboszlai
That's the Carabao Cup, bro.
Sabozla scored that screamer.
It's the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, but if you look at some of his passes, there were line splitting passes
Yeah,
that
I know, I saw some.
a lot of our midfielders before, without mentioning any names, because I don't want to get back to that, weren't able to do.
Yeah.
He's actually a really technical player. He's very technical.
No, he's a good player. Like
I just think he needs time to settle in.
But TJ, he's not someone like he's not. You can just tell as soon as a player arrives at a club if they're gonna elevate and be a world class addition to the or very very good addition to the team or a starter straight away. Like I knew Szoboszlai. Remember that first touch against Chelsea and that run that he made
Into the box against Chelsea.
I knew as soon as I saw that, I'm like, this guy is Gerrard.
Yeah.
I swear to God, this guy is so explosive. I've never seen anything like it from Liverpool in terms of midfield. Maybe Wijnaldum a little bit, but he's not as technically good as Szoboszlai. But back to the point with Endo, I think he's a great squad player, bro. Reliable. He won't get injured. You know, come in 65th, 70th minute, want to shore things up in midfield, play defensive, no problem. But in terms of starting 11, nah, bro, he doesn't make it for me. We need to buy number 6.
But here's where I might have to disagree with you, because
Yeah.
after looking at what happened in the summer transfer window and the articles that came out from journalists like David Ornstein, James Pearce, and other Liverpool journalists as well, there was an emphasis on multifunctional midfielders, right?
Okay.
So Klopp was looking for a multifunctional midfielder and midfielders, and some are saying that he doesn't want a specialist 6 per se. He wants a midfield that is able to do everything, and that way you won't need a specialist 6 because you've built a midfield that can carry out that function, but that can also play offensively. So
do you think it's fair to say that Klopp's like changing his tactics a little bit? Because
maybe,
if you look
yeah.
at our success, bro, in when we won everything, it was a conventional number 6 that was needed for us to win
And
all
you
the
look at
trophies that
Rodri.
we won. 100%, bro. Even look at how important was Busquets for Barcelona. I remember to make sure that he doesn't leave. What was the release clause on his contract? 250 million.
Busquets,
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember.
Do you see
that.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
these players are so important, and the thing is, they don't get the credit that they deserve because they're not the neatest and tidiest players. But
But you look at Rodri from Manchester City as
his
well.
quality.
How many games has he missed?
because he got
A red card too.
against Arsenal.
Yeah, and look.
They were spineless against Arsenal.
And they lost against Wolves without him.
Yeah, you need a number 6, bro. But the thing is, there's not that many. Who could we, in your opinion, who do you think can come in and?
That's the problem.
Fill in
Maybe
that gap.
maybe we didn't go for a number 6 this summer transfer window, because if you look at the market,
It's ridiculous.
I don't know. Firstly, it's just
Caicedo.
hyperinflated. Yeah. Well, we're not going back to that. I'm not going back to that. Firstly, the market was hyperinflated. Secondly, is there really any number 6 that that would slot in now? I mean, there was links with Decore.
Yeah.
He's a solid player, but maybe Liverpool didn't see him as the quality they need or justified to pay 70 million.
Exactly.
So maybe that's why. But yeah, like you can see that it's missing. McAllister was getting overrun in that
In another game against Wolves as well, when we should have basically been 3-0 down by half time.
Yeah, that was God.
He couldn't even pass the ball. But look, it was a 12:30 kickoff, and he just came back from what was it, Bolivia?
He's playing in the
mountains.
mountains.
You know what I mean? Like, imagine playing in the mountains and having to come back.
He was chilling with
12:30 kickoff.
Khabib.
Exactly.
But yeah, so
It's bad. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a case of it's reached that stage where if we don't buy a number 6, it's going to be total capitulation. But I mean, maybe in January they could address it, or if they think they could hold out. It depends what we want to achieve this year, bro. It depends what we want to achieve. If you want to win the league, you need a number 6, in my opinion.
yeah,
Simple as.
And going on to the starts we've had this season in games, you just mentioned Wolves and
That was the worst game I've watched. First
Brighton.
half.
And many other games as well. I remember where we just couldn't.
Bournemouth?
We can't. Yeah, Bournemouth. We just can't seem to get started. What do you think it is? Because when I look at it, I mean the lineup. We know what the lineup is for now. Okay, when Curtis Jones is back, and we're gonna have to speak about Curtis Jones.
Oh, legend. Scouts are born and bred.
Yeah, exactly. And it's McAllister, Szoboszlai, Curtis. Front three, we know it. For now, it's Darwizzi, Mo Salah, and
Beast.
and Diaz, and the back four. Okay, all good. But it's just we can't seem to get started in games, and that's costing us a lot. But we are managing to claw back into the games and eventually win them.
That was a problem that has dragged on from last season, conceding first. But last season, because we were so poor, we weren't able to claw back in and get a point or all three. But because of the quality that we've brought in, and I feel like, you know, the players owe it to the fans to have improved this season, because last season was a shambles. So, in terms of, I mean, it's still an issue, but I mean, as long as we win the game, is it that much, you know, of a problem? Because
It could be. I mean, I definitely think we'll improve, right? I think that.
we've only lost one game, bro, and it was because we got robbed. That's the think about
Spurs.
it.
Yeah.
We've only lost one game, and it was 9 men.
Yeah.
Imagine if it was. I think we would have been that. We would have beaten that joke team with 10 men.
And that's one thing to take into account.
100%.
That we've played. Was it 3 games so far or 4?
With 10 men.
Yeah.
Or less. I think 3, bro. So Bournemouth, Newcastle, and Spurs.
3 games where
Against
we've
big
had to
teams.
play 10 men.
Against big teams as well.
Yeah,
West Ham,
Newcastle
yeah.
away, we had to play the majority of the game with 10 men. We won it. We absolutely nullified Newcastle with 10 men. I don't know what Klopp done. He changed the system. He sort of like made the pitch really narrow. He boxed everything up. It was an absolute masterclass, and people don't give him credit for that.
Then he unleashed Darwizzy.
Yeah, obviously Darwin. We unleashed Darwizzy, Darwin
Darwizzy.
Núñez, the South American
Beast, mate.
But Klopp did not get enough credit for that game
Yeah.
when we went down to 10 men. It was a tactical masterclass.
100%.
And
Even against Spurs it was, but we just...
Spurs, again, down to 10 men.
Tactical masterclass.
And we scored. I think if we had 10 men and that Diaz goal
Oh, my God.
was allowed, we would have won the game. I mean...
Don't get me started. You know that ruined my whole weekend.
Yeah, I'll still think about it till now. Again, that game, to be honest, that is an anomaly. We got robbed. I know a lot of teams, fans say it when, you know, a decision doesn't go their way, whether it's like a red card or a penalty or handball. Okay, fair enough. But this was actually a goal that was given, but I just didn't reflect on the scoreline.
It was ridiculous. I cannot believe that. The audio. Did you listen to the audio by the refs?
Yeah.
Absolute incompetency at its peak.
Crazy. So, exactly. So, therefore,
Joke.
we've had to go through all of that, and then 9 men against Spurs, and we still held it down. We still could have got a point from there.
No,
If
definitely.
it wasn't for the Matip own goal. So, we've actually
Had a
done
good
really
start. I
well
think, you know,
considering the
that's a good
circumstances.
100%. And I feel like if we continue, you know, going in this direction and on this upwards trajectory, then it looks promising. It looks promising. Like I can't see us going back to the way we were playing last season. I could only see improvement and progression. And despite the fact, like, it's not complete yet. You know, the project's not complete, but bro, it's going in the right direction. And I'm excited to see what happens this season and the year and years to come.
Yeah, Klopp 2.0, we're here for it, as we keep saying. So, yeah. So, now this is the season so far. Okay, we sit 4th in the Premier League
Yeah.
with a lot of things going against us.
Where do you think we'll finish? The most interesting topic.
Top 3. But before we do that, let's look at the next game quickly. Everton at Anfield.
Ooh. I think it's a win.
Everton
Everton are
It's not a
poor,
win.
bro.
We have to win.
Of course, like, yeah, we can't, because we've dropped how many points in these 2 games? 4?
Yeah, so we've got 1 point from 2 games, Brighton and Spurs away. Well, not our fault, of course, especially for Spurs, but Brighton was,
We dropped more than 4 points. 5? Listen, at the end of the day, like you said, it is a must-win for Liverpool for various different reasons. Number one, we're in a league where if you want to compete for silverware and even top 4, bro, you can't drop points. Everyone is improving. Everyone's getting better. So we have to win that game. It's a non-negotiable for me. And number 2, like, look, put bias aside and the fact that we're Liverpool fans. Everton are poor. So I can't see us losing the game, because they can't go toe to toe with us when it comes to ability, when it comes to tactics, and we've also got the advantage of being at home. Yeah, bro, it's a win, easy win.
I wouldn't say easy. This is dodgeball. You know, you can't just get a guaranteed win. But again, yeah, Everton are still. I don't know how they've improved from last season.
I haven't.
They look like they're in for another relegation battle.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll improve in this during the course of the season. But for now, I don't know what their future is looking like. So
You gotta love
it's a
Sean Dyche's voice, though. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Sean Dyche.
His voice is absolutely incredible.
Yeah. Legend of the Premier League, legend of Burnley.
The relegation, man.
Yeah. So yeah, and also thanks to the international break,
Yeah.
Robertson's out.
Oh yeah, he done his up. Did he break it?
No, I think it was a shoulder injury. I think it's dislocated. So I think.
You know, everyone, he's been getting a lot of stick this season.
Yeah.
Because defensively, he's better than he's better than Trent defensively. But do you not think there's slight errors in his game that are avoidable? Like, for example, that second goal against Brighton, he just let the ball go past him. He didn't think about.
That was ridiculous. I don't know.
Yeah,
what he was thinking there, but Andy Robertson he has been getting quite some stick about his performances,
Yeah.
especially after the system change, right? So we're playing with this inverted fullback system, and he's having to try and adapt his game into a third centre back on the left side, because obviously when Trent goes into midfield,
that's true.
It becomes a back three,
100,
and therefore he's more of a centre back hybrid fullback. And Andy Robertson's game, if you look at his
It's just
Liverpool career,
bombing up.
yeah, relentless energy, charging out energy, bags of energy, going all the way up top.
To be honest with you,
so
though,
that's his game, and I think he's having to compose himself a bit, and that's where we can see there are some.
No, but it's bro, like
issues.
the thing is, it's not like people over exaggerate. Football fans, that everyone's tribalistic, and they're not objective when it comes to criticizing players. Every player has a bad patch. He's instrumental to our success, and he's very important as a left back for us. Like, I know we've got Simicast on the bench, but I genuinely feel that he's someone that starts for me without a doubt, unless he has a terrible patch of games.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be honest, the injury is a setback, of course, but the Greek Scouser.
Yeah.
We've got the Greek Scouser, bro, so we should be absolutely fine.
Costas.
Yes.
Costas. I'm not convinced.
Why?
I'm not convinced.
Oh, come on.
I don't know.
He won us the FA Cup, bro.
Yeah, but a little. When was that? Like 2 years ago. If you look at Costas Tsimikas, his performances of late, like when he's come on, when even in the Carabao Cup, it's just not. You could tell he's rusty. There's some mistakes. Do you know what I mean? It's not been convincing for me. So he has to now up his game for the next.
He'll be all right.
2, 3, 4 weeks? I don't know how long Robertson will be out for, but he has to now up his game, because from what I can see,
he'll be all right. Trust me, man. There's no point. Like, I understand he's not as good as Robertson, but he's not absolutely poor. Like, look at Joe Gomez.
yeah,
He's usually received a lot more stick, and rightly so, for his performances at Liverpool. But I think the past 2-3 games where he's played, he's been unstoppable, bro. Especially against Spurs, he was so good.
yeah.
But with Tsimikas, we just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
We just have to wait and see.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna have Tsimikas at left back. I think we will stick with the system we've been playing in.
Yeah.
We don't have Curtis Jones, so that it's gonna probably be a midfield of.
He needs to start Gravenberch.
Yeah.
McAllister, Szoboszlai.
Maybe Endo gets a start in that deep row, and then McAllister and Szoboszlai push further forward.
Maybe.
Because again, McAllister was really getting overrun in that 6. He looks a bit uncomfortable, even though he's saying that he likes it. And don't forget, with Everton, it's going to be a low block. We're playing against a low block. This is Dyche ball. So we're going to have a lot of the ball. So we're going to need all our technical players on the field.
100%.
So maybe Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai.
Gravenberch's a good player, I think everyone should seriously look out for him. He's a silky player.
Yeah.
Like
there was a lot of question marks when we were linked with him back in April?
Yeah.
And then he eventually made his way.
I think he's a great addition
to Liverpool.
Very dynamic player. He's very silky. His first touch is really good. We should have won the game against Brighton, but he missed. But, put that to the side.
It's harder than it looks.
Bro, come on, man. If that was in training,
harder
I would
than
have
it
scored that. Bro, you can't miss these kind of chances. I don't want to hear it. It's an open goal. If that was in training, he would have scored.
Yeah.
But listen, look, shit happens. But I think as a midfielder and as an addition to the team, I think he's good. Very, very good. But we still need a number 6.
Yeah, that's. I guess that's the talking point everyone will be mentioning this season. The number 6 issue, especially now with the McAllister playing there. And score predictions for Everton.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Liverpool.
Yeah, it's a 3-1 season, isn't it?
It's a 3-1 season.
Well,
We
3-1
love the 3-1.
3-1 merchants.
3-1. Imagine if we concede first, though. I'll be so pissed off if we concede first.
But I think it's going to happen. It's inevitable. Like, I can't see a game whereby we don't start off slow and then grow into the game. It's just been like that all
He'll
season.
defend.
I just don't understand.
He'll literally put 11 men in the box.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it could be dangerous.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
They score first.
I mean, if we look at Everton's Premier League position, they're 16th.
Yeah, it should be the
3 points above Burnley in 18th. So it should be a win. I think it will be tricky, but we'll have what it takes. We definitely have what it takes to win the game. And yeah.
Well, should we round it off by saying, should we talk about where we're going to finish this season?
Yeah, top 3.
I think top 3 as well. But at the same time, I don't think you could rule us out completely of the title challenge because, mate, you got to think about many different factors. Number 1, look at last season.
Yeah.
Arsenal, the season before last, finished 5th.
Yep.
Because they bottled it. And they bottled it.
Arsenal fans, how could you be?
250 days, bro.
Is it 250 days?
It was something like that.
250 days.
Bottle jobs.
Nah.
But yeah. But like, they challenged, bro. And they had a very bad season the season before. So, if we're... And I genuinely think that I think we can go toe-to-toe with Arsenal. Honestly.
But
Bro,
they have
we've
more.
got championship
They have
DNA.
more skill in midfield, especially with Declan Rice.
TJ, we've got championship DNA. We know what it's like to challenge for titles. Even though we
Yeah,
have new additions.
that is valuable.
Everyone from the back has challenged for the title. Everyone. Konate, Van Dijk, Robertson, Allison, Trent, Salah. All of these guys know what it takes to win things, win trophies.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
I think, you know what? I agree with you, bro. If we're gonna we have to be realistic here, and not let our emotions come into play, which is hard. But yeah, I think top 3. I think third.
Yeah, top 3. And the reason I don't say the title just yet because you can't forget we absolutely, as I was saying in the beginning of the video, it's a new look team. Yeah. We got at that midfield. It's new players. They're still trying to get used to each other. They're still getting used to the Premier League, right? People need to take that into account. We haven't got out of what did I say? First gear, second gear yet, and we're still making it right. All right, predictions. I think third.
I'm going third as well, but you never know what happens.
Cool. Right, guys. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment. Again, we're emotional football fans. We sometimes say things that absolutely do not make sense. If you disagree, please let us know in the comments. And we'll see you again for the next video. Up the Reds.